Some feel that they are here to steal our rice bowl. Others feel that they're just too loud for our peaceful, quiet country. I'm referring to the Chinese nationals who have made Singapore their home.
And even though 3/4 of Singaporeans have Chinese roots, the cultural differences between us are still aplenty. Today, I'm going to meet some friends who hail from China to see how different they are from us. Life is hardly a cruise in the river for Chinese nationals like Tang Yi and his friends. At a young age of 19, they left their hometown in the countryside and were thrown into the big, polished city of Singapore. They took loans of 12 to 15,000 Sing dollars from their relatives and friends to pay the agent for settling them here for 2 years. To pay off the debt and the high living costs here, these young men are more than willing to work 14 hours a day. Fortunately for Tang Yi and his fellow countrymen, they landed themselves in a workplace where locals accept their presence. It has never been Johnny's company policy to hire immigrants for the job until there was a need to cut costs around 2 years ago. That was when Johnny, who works in the creative department, suggested to the management to start hiring Chinese nationals for the job. In Johnny's words, save the pot before saving rice bowls. The bottom line, for business to stay afloat, even if it means hiring Chinese nationals over locals. And for him, between a diligent Chinese national that costs $650 to hire and an unsatisfied Singaporean asking for $1,500 a month, the choice is too obvious. Lucky for Tang Yi and his friends. In fact, their supervisor Johnny even takes them out to places of attraction when he is free during the weekends. Also, he ensures that their living conditions are well taken care of.
So what do you think is your role to them? What do you think they look upon you as?
Some of my friends say that I can be their mentor and things like that. I rather want to put this way is that to share them as a friend. If let's say they want to make it a step further, perhaps a family.
Initially, he received flack from his colleagues and friends who didn't understand why he went all out to take care of the Chinese. But he rolled out with the punches.
I tell you a very true story that what is true incidents, what I've been very disturbed with is one of my few good friends. We used to go out together with my friends and things like that. So sometimes I do have to take some time for there's some cases they come across. Perhaps their living conditions, they have some problem with certain things, or friends, or even relationship. One of them get involved into relationship with a Malaysian girl. So they say, why must you treat them so good? And since they come and snatch our rice bowl, things like that. Based on this, I have a big argument with my group of good friends. And I've come across that let's not gauge or brand anyone. Or don't brand anyone, whether they are from China or from anyone. They are human beings. I'm born to this world by my parents, same as them, as like any one of us here. So we are nothing special, or they are nothing. We are more superior than any one of them. So I come across and some of you warn me because you will be cheated, you will be abused, and this and that. I always tell one word that don't overestimate them, and don't underestimate myself.
Coming from a place with a different cultural upbringing, it is inevitable that there will be differences. Some easy to swallow, others more of a pet peeve.
I thought when they talk, they are actually like arguing or getting into a fight. I think they also have to depend on which part of China they come from. From the northern part, which I think you have experienced, they mumble their words. So I always say open their mouth so we can hear properly. And when it comes to southern part or southern part, especially Fuzhou or Fujian, they talk, they really shouting. So, but I think civilization is how we Singaporeans like to pick up the point. When we talk about civilization, China have been in about 5,000 years. Singapore's history is less than 50 years. So for this group of colleagues that we have, we always tell them, try to not say so-called culture them back, but try to tell them what are the do and don'ts, or what is more appropriate, especially in Singapore society.
No jaywalking, no spitting, no squatting, no buying of pirated goods. Apart from guiding them at work, Johnny admits to being a disciplinarian to this young man, military-styled.
I gauge that when they come to Singapore, just like they go to national service. I went to national service. So, how my NCOs or during my BMT time, we come to a point that we don't know anyone. It's just like they are coming to a national service and they learn.
会不会开始的时候会不会觉得为什么他要干涉我想做什么？
对，一开始来讲，刚刚来不久，真不习惯，我真的知道是关心，但是好像说这个人好像蛮关心我们的呢，为什么这样呢？然后过后就慢慢的接触，慢慢的对他对我们是真的很用心在照顾我们。
这些新加坡人就对大陆人的影响不好，你觉得他们会不会有一点偏见？
首先，我觉得新加坡人你应该尝试去了解外国人，你去了解中国人，这样，并不是说每个中国人都这样，好像说对他们印象当中是坏呀，作风不好啊，各方面都不好啊，没有。后来因为我觉得可能说，毕竟来新加坡做工的，来中国人各个年龄层都有20多、30多、40多这样的，你生活经验不同嘛，那你的处事经历也是不同。你年轻的来到新加坡就比较容易适应，就比较容易融入这个社会，去吸收它的东西。那你年纪稍微大一些的人呢，毕竟说有自己的本身的东西、本质的东西，不是那么容易去改变的啦。偏见还是不能讲偏见啦，只是觉得新加坡人应该说从多方面去了解中国人。
Contrary to those who perceive Chinese nationals in Singapore as loud and sometimes even uncouth, soft-spoken Tang Yi and his friends seem to prove otherwise. And I guess there are other things that we will take some time to get used to, but like it or not, the immigrants are here to stay. And as much as they try to adjust their lifestyle to fit ours, maybe we should also make the effort to welcome them into society. After all, it takes two hands to clap.
I love Singapore. Singapore is a very beautiful city.